Hey there guys, welcome back to the channel. Today we're going to be playing XCOM Chimera Squad. Now, I've heard of the XCOM games. I own XCOM 1 and 2 for several consoles. I think I played XCOM Enemy Unknown for Xbox 360. And I just downloaded them both on Steam in the bundle, and they came with XCOM Chimera Squad. I've never heard of XCOM Chimera Squad, so I kind of looked it up. And apparently it's the same squad-based stuff, but you get like a permanent squad, I think. And everyone's got like their own little abilities and whatnot. As for the story, I have no idea. This is going to be new to me, so let's dive in together. If you're not subscribed, go ahead and subscribe, please. If you like the content, drop a like and leave a comment, all that stuff. Let's go ahead and jump in. So the difficulty, I think I'm going to do normal. I'm not going to do story. I do like a challenge, but I'm not unfamiliar with XCOM, but I don't know if I'm ready to do expert or impossible or Iron Man or hardcore. I think this is like the Long War edition or Long War mod, something like that. Tutorial, I'll take a tutorial. Subtitles, heal between encounters, whatever. Let's get going.
Two minutes out.
Hey, Godmother. Is this like the old days? XCOM swooping in and taking it to the bad guys?
I wouldn't know. I spent most of the war training resistance networks.
Like mine. And for your many, long years of service.
Watch it.
XCOM attaches you to an untested squad and pushes it into the field before it's ready. How is this not like the old days?
I'm just happy to be here. I missed out during the war. Wish I could have pulled my weight.
For which side, exactly?
I find that very hurtful.
Sure thing, Advent.
We are through the checkpoint.
I was never actually Advent.
But they were fitting you for a blocky helmet.
Stow it, both of you. We're here. 3-1 PD gave us the all clear. Grab your gear and prepare to move in. Whisper, what's your status?
And what's Verge's ETA?
Comms are working, obviously. Verge is en route.
How? Verge can't drive.
He hailed a cab.
To a hostage situation?
Focus. Whisper, any surprises in the next room?
A handful of hostiles, unaware of your approach.
Chimera Squad, take positions. Prep for breach.
So this to me seems kind of like SWAT team-esque. I suppose the canon for all the XCOM stories is the humans did not win. This seems like it's after, I suppose, XCOM 2. It's very futuristic. Maybe it's after XCOM 1. I don't know. I don't know the exact timeline, but it seems pretty cool. It seems pretty hilarious that they're arguing about the war and being on different sides, and now they're all united in taking down more than human criminals. It's the year 2033. 10 years after Joe Biden surrendered to the aliens, and now we're being forced to watch buddy cop video games on the internet. How about that? So it looks like we get a little prep time here. Breaching. Chimera Squad begins every mission by setting up breach points to get the jump on enemies. Preview the enemy presence at each breach point and modifiers that will be applied. Then assign agents to the available slots to determine the order they'll enter the fight. That's pretty good. Alright, so let's select this slot right here. Godmother seems like the leader, so you lead. Leaders lead. Let's go for Cherub and Terminal. I like how they already have their own nicknames and all that. That's what attached you to the characters in XCOM. It's like, this guy's a badass. He's got a nickname. Let's do
Breaching.
it. Breach targeting. Cycle through the available targets with tab and left shift, then use selected ability with enter. So let's hit tab. Surprise trooper. We got a surprise trooper and an alert trooper. What's left shift? Left shift is the same thing. Let's go for the alert trooper so we can breach fire a shot at a target. Boom. Response level, surprise. Surprise enemies receive a defense penalty and won't react during the breach sequence. So let's give him another one. Another crit, he's dead. And then a surprise trooper, response level, surprise. Okay. Pretty straightforward.
Hello, I am Mayor Nightingale.
Is that our hostage?
Welcome to City 31's Memorial Museum.
It's just a recording.
As I often say, the lessons from our past inform the present.
Blah, blah, blah. History.
Focus.
Turns and moving. Agents and enemies take their turns one at a time. Their current place in the turn order can be seen on the unit flag above their head and next to their portrait in the timeline, which both update after each turn. This is the timeline right here. Agents have 2 action points each turn to use for movement, shooting, or abilities. Look for a blue shield to move into cover for defensive bonuses before shooting, or move out to flank the enemy for a better chance to hit. Let's go for more info on that. Use the timeline to determine when enemies will take their turn in order to neutralize them or protect teammates. Some advanced abilities and equipment will allow you to manipulate the order of the timeline. Some actions like shooting will end the turn regardless of how many action points are available. Okay, so Godmother here will go first, and then the trooper, and then Cherub, trooper, and terminal. Okay. Sounds good. So which one's number 2? This guy. So I'm going to go ahead and move right here. And we're going to fire at the trooper. That is a critical success with 7 points. I killed that guy twice, basically.
I'm okay for now.
Ooh. I didn't think he was going to get hit at all. We'll move him there and we'll see if he does not have a shot. Let's get a point-blank shot from terminal. Are you kidding me? Are you kidding me? Let's just go for the out in the open shot. The flanking shot. Thank you, Godmother.
You see this?
Huh. Interesting.
Contact!
Clear.
Verge? What took you so long?
Had to unpack a breaching charge.
Good man.
Not exactly.
You know what I mean.
I always do.
So creepy. Don't ever change.
Verge, form up. Any hostiles in the next room?
Yes, I can feel them.
So that was encounter 1 of 3. That means in this level I'll be clearing at least 3 rooms or 3 situations. We saw our sectoid pal Verge, the one who took the cab to a SWAT raid. I like how they have 2 humans, a sectoid and a half-breed. So multiple breach points in turn order. Some encounters offer more than 1 breach point with different risks and benefits. Consider whether to split the squad or send them all through the same location. Agents entering from the same breach point will enter the encounter together and be closer in the timeline. The order the breach points will enter is shown next to their name and can be changed using the arrows. Okay, so main door is going to go first. Agent damage likely. Ooh, seal the deal. Last unit through this entrance does 3 damage during the breach. So this one we'll put Verge first, Godmother second, and then we'll go over to the main door and we'll put Sheriff first since he's already gotten blasted, and then Terminal second. Let's go ahead and breach it.
Stay behind me.
Time to breach.
Surprise trooper, surprise trooper, aggressive trooper. Aggressive enemies will shoot at XCOM if they aren't neutralized during the breach sequence. Surprised, so alert. Let's go for the aggressive guy. We took that guy out. Alright, surprised, 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 and alert. Did I get him? I got him. So 58 and 79. Let's go for the 79. That guy's out. 43. Might as well give it a shot. Agent abilities. Each agent has a unique ability they can use every turn, eventually gaining more abilities from their class and equipment. Most agents also have the Subdue ability, a non-lethal attack that is low damage but guaranteed to hit. Use it to earn additional rewards for certain mission objectives. Sheriff uses a Charge Bash ability instead of Subdue. Okay. So Sheriff's first. Let's check around. There's a guy right there. %. I guess we're going for 81%.
Hostile out of play.
You're right. Let's subdue this guy right here.
And stay down!
Excellent.
Erasing target.
Sorry, sir, I think you missed.
I can make it there.
Go!
Battle Madness. Verge psionically attacks an enemy's mind, making them go berserk and attack a nearby target. Adds them to the neural network. Neural network. Cannot target enemies in the neural network. How about Stupor? That works. let's take this guy down. Let's see what he has to say.
I made the arrest.
So do we actually arrest him? That's pretty cool.
Set up the breaching charge.
I do like to make an entrance.
Alright, so we're down to our third encounter. Special breach points. Some breach points can only be accessed with special equipment or abilities. Once an agent with the required asset is in the first slot, other agents can then be assigned. So Sheriff's first, because he's got the charge, or what? Let's go for Verge, and then Terminal. Let's do it.
Wait, hold. Hostage confirmed in the next room.
We need more than that.
3-1 PD has a live feed. Patching through.
If you surrender, I will advocate leniency.
Enough. This exhibit, it is about XCOM's role in our liberation.
I see you read the placard.
It doesn't say how they went soft and got weak. Now, it's up to us to light the spark.
He's holding a detonator.
Go, now!
Making a path.
Alright, we got a surprise trooper, an alert trooper, alert trooper, alert trooper. Ooh. We're gonna have to go take out the surprise guys. Let's go for 63. Oh, that was good. It worked. I feel like that was absolutely amazing.
You're a Nightingale. I'll protect you.
Cherub is down.
Terminal, stabilize him.
On it.
Verge, with me. Protect the mayor.
Confirmed.
Bleeding out. Agents that lose all their HP will begin bleeding out over several turns, indicated by the number in the timer. The mission will fail unless the agent bleeding out is saved with the stabilize ability or the encounter is completed before the timer expires. So nobody can die. Is that what you're saying? Get back into cover.
On the way.
Let's subdue this guy.
Subdued the hostile.
Excellent, I can go subdue him now.
Down target.
Oh my god. Is that the mayor?
Changing position.
Move or die.
Let's subdue him.
I can keep going.
Stay with us.
Arrested the target. Mayor Nightingale. Are you alright?
It looks worse than it is. Those medikits are really something.
Compliment accepted.
What about Cherub?
Yeah, I think so. Only thing injured is my pride.
And your diaphragm. And a few ribs.
None of this should have happened.
Most people say thank you.
I'm grateful, of course. But these people don't have the capability for any of this.
Explain.
I read their threat assessment. A month ago, these insurgents were all talk and no capability. The greatest threat they posed was to bottles of alcohol.
Why tell us? Why now?
City 31 shows the world how humans, hybrids, and aliens can keep a lasting peace. I'm the public face of this. Tonight, someone wanted what I represent to go up in flames.
We're not in town for local intrigue.
I know, but right now you're the only ones I'm certain are fighting for that same peace. Can I count on your support?
Yes, ma'am.
Never too late to start politicking. So this was Operation Jeering Priestess. Crisis at the museum, Whisper, blah blah blah. The Godmother and Sheriff were wounded. I got a good rating. 4 captured enemies. There's an 80% chance to earn 20 intel. Okay.
Package delivered to 31 PD.
She truly believes what she says.
That's why she's in charge.
Not too shabby for our first official mission.
Don't do that.
Don't do what?
Celebrate before a mission is complete. It's
bad luck.
Tonight, Mayor Nightingale perished in an explosion at City 31's Memorial Museum. The identity of her assailants is unknown at this time. The City Council asks citizens to remain...
So she gets vaporized the same day XCOM sends Chimera Squad to our city? You hear that voice in your head? That's me telling you to wake up!
Despite opposition, Mayor Nightingale's deciding vote brought the Reclamation Agency to the city. Without her support, Chimera Squad's continued presence is an open question.
Welcome home, Chimera Squad. The director wants to speak with us.
thanks for getting the mayor killed. Also, you're fired.
That's not helpful.
You're right. I'm sorry.
I'll patch the call through when you're ready.
I followed your action at the museum, and its aftermath.
Director Kelly, I take full responsibility for what happened.
Stop. I sent you to City 31 because I believed you were ready. Tonight, you surpassed my expectations. 3-1 PD requested help within 3 hours of your arrival in the city. You answered immediately. Going in, you were under-equipped and down an agent. You adapted, as we trained you to do. And let's not forget, you rescued the mayor. You delivered her to safety as the city requested. Don't blame yourself for an outcome you couldn't control. Instead, let's focus on what's next.
I set up the map table. Ready when you are.
Head over there. I'll hold.
So that was pretty gnarly. We saved the mayor, we saved the day, and then on the way out, a bomb killed the mayor on the ambulance. So that's pretty bad. This truly is like a dystopian future. It's so good already. Aliens have taken over. There's widespread unrest. People don't trust the police. It's quite hilarious. There's a critical target waiting on the city map. Let's go to the city map.
Welcome to City 31. During Advent's occupation, the city was a fortress supporting an active starport. 5 years after XCOM won the war, it's home to aliens, hybrids, and humans alike. There's new industry, self-government, and local agriculture to support the varied populations. Against all odds, this city thrived after the war. There were no retributive attacks.
Until tonight.
We don't know that. Not yet. But we can find out. 3-1 PD requested our help sifting through evidence at the Memorial Museum. They lost good officers today. Give them what they need and see what we can learn.
City 31 map. The map is where we see the status of City 31 and any current targets we can send our squad to respond to. Chimera Squad can respond to 1 target per day, after which the day automatically advances. More info. Targets come in 2 types. Missions are tactical targets. The squad will go into combat on these. Situations are strategic targets. The squad takes care of these without entering combat. The current targets change every day, so watch the city carefully for new priorities. Okay. View the situation in the downtown district. The situation is the Memorial Museum aftermath. 31 PD needs help pouring through the aftermath of tonight's attack. Mayor Nightingale's death has the city on edge. Let's do what we can to help. Advance the day. Sending the APC to resolve this situation will automatically advance the day. Are you ready to proceed? I am ready to proceed. So the situation results. We've done what we can to aid 31 PD. Commissioner Malouf passed along her thanks for helping her officers bear the weight of this attack. It's March 2040. See, the aliens are already here. We're already done, guys.
Your work with 31 PD opened a few doors. Here's what we know. A crude plasma bomb killed the mayor. The insurgents had no access to materials for that.
Does that mean they had outside help?
Most likely. There are 3 groups in City 31 with access to this kind of ordnance.
Choose a faction to be the investigation target. The target faction cannot be changed until it's resolved. So, the Progeny. A loose network of human scions. Their vision for City 31's future is entirely psionic, whether the city wants it or not. Grey Phoenix is an organization of alien scavengers. They have quietly amassed the kind of weaponry Reclamation is mandated to recover. And, I can't see what this one's named because there's something there. But it's an underground religious movement for hybrids. They preach salvation, but only to those who once fought XCOM. I don't know, who is it? The guy kind of looked like this a little bit, didn't he? Were they humans? They said XCOM got soft. Alien scavengers. They hate XCOM. I think it's probably going to be the Progeny. So let's look into the Progeny on this one.
The Progeny have a small but loyal human membership, all with psionic capability. Victims willingly hand over what the Progeny need, and forget the whole thing. The perfect crime.
Director, these are local criminals. Isn't that 31PD's jurisdiction?
True. The Reclamation Agency supports local police, but we're also required to recover dangerous material.
From those who would do the world harm, and each of those groups is neck deep in the stuff. So what next?
Focus on a single group. Investigate, dismantle their operations, and take them down.
Meanwhile, we look for any links to the mayor's death. Either way, a dangerous organization is off the streets.
Exactly. The city wants justice for Mayor Nightingale. This is how we help them achieve it.
Tackling investigations. Every investigation has 3 stages. Groundwork. From the first mission, learn about the faction and their methods. Operations. Hidden missions that must be revealed, then completed to knock out the faction's main plans. And takedown to stop their final attack and end their threat to City 31. That's how you know they care, because they named your city a number. So the Progeny. Investigate the Progeny. We need to know more about the Progeny before we can proceed with our investigation. A loose network of human scions. No active dark events. Progeny leadership is entirely psionic. Consultation with the Templars suggests a human with a powerful psionic capability. Visit the assembly area.
Check it out. Headquarters sent us an assembly. With the right patterns, we can build anything. Or we could with the latest version. What you're looking at is the extremely finicky 2038 model. It'll take time to stress test our patterns, but once we have them, we're good to go.
So they sent us the crappy one. Assembly. Assembly projects are how you get access to newer, better items and equipment. Each project can unlock new items for XCOM supply, a new weapon or armor upgrades, or a variety of other useful things. Agents assigned here decrease the time it takes to complete a project. So this is our engineering bay where we build things, and then we assign engineers, or in this case, XCOM agents. I'm glad we're still XCOM. You can advance one assembly project at a time, which takes multiple days to complete and usually costs resources such as Illyrium. You can assign an agent to assembly duty to speed up the current project. However, it will be unavailable for missions or situations. So basically, you will get stuck here if you are a crappy agent. Illyrium resource. Illyrium is one of 3 resources reclamation requires. It is spent to complete projects in the assembly. Select and start an assembly project. Android personnel. Construct the Android OPS hub. This network allows us to use androids on tactical missions and enables new assembly projects. It costs us 10 energy or 10 Illyrium and 2 time. Grants 1 android tactical unit. Android units purchasable and supply. Unlocks all entry-level assembly projects. Let's do it. Let's go back here. Here's a critical combat mission target available. Mission is investigate the progeny. Credits resource. Credits are one of the 3 resources reclamation requires. They are spent in supply to buy both new items and upgrade existing ones. So whisper here. I'll keep you updated on any blah blah blah. Speaking of which, so this is an actual mission where we will go attack another target. That looks like a good place to stop it for now. Let's see, how do I go back? There we go. Alright, so that's a good place to stop. Thanks for tuning in. If you're not subscribed, like I said, subscribe, leave a like, comment, all that stuff. I'm going to start doing this channel again, start doing more games, things like that, actually finishing games and playing a different variety. I don't know, I've been sitting on this channel for years and not doing anything, and it's time to get it going. So thanks for tuning in, and I will see you next time. Goodbye.